Welcome to the Lockers, season 5, episode 14. I'm your man, A White. Let me see, 47 and hold on, man. Don't trip on me. 47 and 4.5 hours old.
Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
I was born at 432. Imagine that. And 32 is my favorite number.
That's why 32 is your favorite number. You just didn't know that, but that was why it made sense to you.
My name is A White, and the person you hear talking over there is Van House. And we're going to give y'all 58 minutes because it is my birthday. And Van House don't want me to celebrate my birthday on here with y'all. Now I can leave and y'all can continue to. Man, Allen Hatfield, that's what I'm talking about. Thumbs up, man. Let's get it going. Van House has a lot to talk about. Oh, okay. Oh, man. I need to be out here hanging out with these people. Wish me happy birthday instead of on
everything needs to be your birthday then. They coming out the woodwork.
Man. All right. Anyway, so we UK basketball is coming together. I know people got a lot of things to talk about. Derby around the corner. I'm gonna throw something in before we get off of here about NIL because I think it needs to be said because I mess with quite a few of our NIL people, and that in itself is the problem. Van, if a recruiter wants to ask about an offensive player, which there are 11 of them, do they got to call all 11 offensive players? Well, I ain't gonna say 11 because there's 2 receivers, 5. So there's 1 position coach, 2 position coach. Do they have to call all 5, 6 position coaches to talk to an offensive player or find out about one?
Wait. Start over and speak slowly. Like, I don't know what the hell football is about. Start that over again. I got to put my glass on because I think I can hear better.
We are NIL. I've been dealing with a lot of people that are on NIL.
Yep.
And none of them are working together. Like, is somebody who, hey, do you know anything? Or do you know this person? Like, we just, I'm trying to help these players get more money. I'm trying to help university, win games.
Right.
NIL is all going to University of Kentucky athletics.
Okay.
Or whatever sport you at.
Okay.
If you want to know anything about your offense, whether it's running back, receiver, offensive lineman, tight end, quarterback, that's 5 positions. 5 positions. You don't talk to all 5 position quarterbacks. Now you can talk to the offensive coordinator, and he can get you right where you need to get to. If you have an NIL deal where all these 5 people are underneath one person, they don't have to talk to me. I'm a 9-to-5 Joe Blow. I want the money to get to where it needs to be. I'm just not the person to do it. I'm not willing to help, but it's just ridiculous. And this is no knock toward all you all who have contacted and we are doing NIL deals or I am in any way, shape, or form involved in. This is nothing toward you. It is toward there's somebody that's probably paid that ain't doing it, or somebody who should be paid, and you all should not have to be going through channels. And I know that ain't what we came here for, but I wanted to get that out of the way because I told you, and I don't know if you knew this was coming down the pipe. I told you 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was going to say it every week. I stopped saying it every week because time is money, airtime is money, so I stopped saying it. But that is a problem. But
that makes no sense.
Huh?
That makes no sense. See,
a lot of things we do here don't make a lot of sense.
Here's the difference between probably us and the big boys. The big boys.
Whoa. Hold on. Are you saying as a big boy, as a former player, or you don't think we wanted the big boys yet? Because I think we wanted the big boys.
We ain't one of the big boys.
We ain't one of the big boys financially, or we ain't one of the big boys right here between the brain.
We ain't the big boys financially.
And people can buy whatever the hell they want to buy.
Because, all right, if we are one of the big boys, why are we in the lower third in recruiting budget in the SEC?
Because we don't have no reason to do otherwise. That's all I'm telling you. We ain't put no pressure on nobody. You don't have to do otherwise.
Well, however you want to say it. You say we can be, but right now
we got a third highest paid coach in the SEC, or second maybe.
Don't matter. The recruiting budget is still horrible. So maybe he needs to take some of his cash and put it somewhere else. Anthony, who wins games?
I knew I should have skipped this show.
Who wins games?
Offense.
Players win games. And if for a situation, if you're at University of Houston, boy, this is why, Anthony, happy birthday again. This is why I love our show more than other shows, is because we riff off each other. We ain't got no, we gotta go on this, we line, we are doing this. We structure, we're gonna do this, and I don't care what it is. We just riff off each other. All right. So here's what I'm saying. This is why this matters. If I'm at University of Houston, I can have the third least recruiting budget in my conference, because all I gotta do is drive a radius of probably 20 miles and I get every damn player that I want. Everyone.
I give you that.
I can be at LSU and have the bottom third recruiting budget, because I really don't have to leave the state of Louisiana. If I do, I can cross the damn border to Mississippi and I can cross the border to Texas, which ain't that far away. Orange, Texas is 2 hours away, 2.5. Mm-hmm. Mississippi, my parents from Woodville, is less than an hour away. I can get to Jackson, Mississippi in 2 hours. So in a 2-hour radius, I hit Mississippi, Texas, and the whole state of Louisiana pretty much. So I don't have to have a big budget. But when we are Kentucky and we are recruiting Ohio and the East Coast, we got to have a better budget.
Can I say that?
Yeah, go ahead. It's your birthday. No, I'm just
you mean to tell me it's only 5 defensive linemen in the state of Georgia? There's only 5 defensive linemen in the state of Florida. There's only 5 defensive linemen in the state of Texas. And I'm only saying Georgia first. And I don't even know this. You know the hottest state to recruit in right now is?
What's that?
Michigan. Michigan is they put the most people out right now. They put the most people in the NFL. I looked it up. I was surprised myself.
Interesting.
Not saying they got the most talent. They put the most people in the NFL. We don't know. But my point is this. So you got a point. You made me scratch. You gave me pause. And that's why I like doing the show with you. You gave me pause. And that's why they should appreciate that. Because I don't normally get pause. But it's still the fact that we can still go in there and get people out of there. We not where it was where we got to bring somebody in. Deion Walker is going to be top 2 rounds. If he does what he's supposed to do, granted.
Top 2? And 2 ain't it.
I'm saying I want to see. I see him take plays off. You know how the NFL is. I know how the NFL is. If they think they can't scrub that off of you, maybe. And Stu, and the reason I'm concerned, Van, is because Stu not allowing you to do that. So if you just doing it when you think he ain't looking, or you doing it because you think you can, when they paying you that money, the NFL scouts looking like this. They know Stu just like we know Stu.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I'm like, but I'm saying we got to get those players in here. So when you talk about the NIL budget, I'm saying the NIL budget gotta. So if our NIL budget was astronomical, man, everything you talking about, no, we might not take nobody out of Georgia. We might not get somebody out of Florida, not 1 or 2, but we're gonna have a chance at 1 or 2. You were saying the way you made it sound is why I asked you what you said. And I understand you talking about statewide. I'm not worried about statewide. We can get the best player out of Kentucky without pulling out the whole pocketbook. We ain't even got to go to the bank. We can just pull. But I'm saying we at this point, we have a product. We got the coaches. Dude, we got. So Nick, dang, I forgot Nick gone. So we got, it's just Kirby and us. Now Mark gonna have to do some things. It's just Kirby and us.
And Lane?
So right now, Smart, huh?
And Lane?
No, I don't disagree. I disagree. Lane has some cachet, but Lane is burned some. Mark Stoops hasn't done nothing wrong, but brought a program you never looked at to. Let me see what you're talking about. Right. And so if he said we're gonna give you this, this, and this, Brad White is one of the top 3 defense coordinators in the country. Depending on what position you play, we got great position coaches. We come with you. We come to you with a little bit of bag. The problem is we don't have enough of the bag. Is where I was at. You act like us spending the bag in state. No, I ain't saying we need a bigger bag so we can go out of state and spend it because we got a product here that people will buy. I think.
Okay, honestly, we kind of veered off of what we were. I guess what I initially talking to. We went on to Houston.
Maybe we went 2 different things. That was my whole point from the beginning, though.
Yeah, this is my point, and why I said the big board. LSU doesn't have 5 different NIL entities.
Right. Okay. Right. Yeah. Right. We get back in. Yeah. Bring that.
Yeah. We bringing it back. We bringing it back. Georgia doesn't have 5, 6 NIL entities. They have 1.
Right.
1.
Right.
So now, for me, it goes back. Now I'm about to put a pin in it. It goes back to me as I'm dealing with in the industry of high school coaching. Is I see other schools coaching doing it for the wrong reason. Do we have all these 5 entities of NIL for Kentucky? Or are we all doing it for the right reason? Because when you have so many different people controlling the most important thing in this country, in a capitalist country, is the Duckies. If you got 5 different hands dealing with the Duckies, there's a lot of cuts coming out of that. Because if you think that there ain't no cuts coming out of money that you giving, you fooling yourself. So now that them cuts are coming 5 different ways, instead of having one entity cutting it once, so instead of when you got a drug dealer and you cutting it once, that product is a little stronger than you cutting that same product 5 different ways. So we got to find a way to simplify our NIL and form one union. Now, if you want to parcel and say, okay, under this one umbrella, we're going to go women's sports, men's sports, or football. Okay, I still don't like that. But that to me makes me feel better than having 15 club, this and that. And now where all this money go? I just don't like it, man.
Well, let me say this, man. Break this down. And me and you on the same page. I'm gonna break this down. And I don't want to affect nobody that's doing NIL. I don't want to affect nobody. And this is what I want you to understand, Van. I think the point I was getting to earlier, 15 is a little bit inflated. 15 different entities trying to do the same thing for our student athletes. Why would one other person have a problem with doing, like, why would, if we both can get Deion some money, let's both get Deion some money. The problem is we can't knock on doors twice. People, sales 101, you don't really want to knock on doors twice. We ask you for some money. We don't want to come back. Now, if your product is cold, now if it was Michael Jordan, I say you want Michael Jordan's autograph, I can go all up and down the street.
Yeah.
Next person can bring Michael Jordan down the street. I want another autograph because that's the society we live in.
Right.
Here's where I think the problem is. And as I said, these are Anthony White's, and Anthony White's thoughts alone has nothing to do with anybody doing NIL or anybody I have ever spoke with. These are my thoughts. What you just said, Van, is 100% correct. We need to have everybody under one umbrella to absorb as much money as possible so we can go out and get the players we need to get so we can have a productive product. And I understand nobody wanted the game to go that direction. I told y'all years ago it was going that direction, but for us to compete, that's the direction it has to go. This is the part I don't think you understand, Ben, and this is the kicker. And this is where we're going to have to continue doing this podcast because I will never get another job outside of doing this podcast. The only person who can bring that together are these people. So you allowing 15? Why do you not hire somebody? Van, why would you not hire somebody? Let those people who are running out grabbing hands. You know why they don't want to? Because they already getting money from people. And you said we're in the lowest third. I want y'all to see my face. There we go. We back visual. With that, so if UK is already knocking on their door for K-Fund or something else, they don't want you knocking on the door again.
Right.
So if you put an umbrella together where we absorb all that together,
right.
Instead of you giving us 1,500, give us 2,000, and that will cover, package some shit together. Like they say, this is not rocket science.
No.
So the problem ain't the problem is not the small entities or the small LLCs doing these things. The problem is UK is not bringing these people together because they got, where can you go? What door can you go on the UK has never knocked on? For alumni, for K Club, for season tickets, for what's the one thing blue? That one thing blue is not, that's not UK related, is it?
You tell me.
I'm
not sure.
What up, EJ? Man, she was gonna take me out to work, drink after. She would take me out to drink after work, and yeah, she ain't make it out, so I came on the podcast. That's why I'm here. She said we're gonna have one drink. She said we're gonna have one drink, and I said it's not possible. But back to the subject, man. You former UK women's basketball player, Erica Jackson.
How can the university be involved with NIL?
No, they have a department. They have a department that deals with our players on NIL.
Okay,
it's a legal department. I'm saying like legally advertise.
Can the school take funds and distribute it?
No, it's not about the school taking funds and distributing it. It is about the same thing. Everything K-Fund is doing, everything all those people are doing. Like, well, look, we're gonna work with y'all. We're gonna bundle up a package and put it out.
Right.
And instead of paying $1,500 for this, we go. And I don't have an idea. I'm saying UK is in control of all this.
The reason why
they're knocking on the doors to bring the money into the university. No, they can't be involved in NIL.
Okay.
But there's a way they can collaborate.
I'm
sure it's possible there's a way they can collaborate. They don't want to go ahead.
How is UK involved with the K Club?
We just former players. It's just former players. I'm not sure we directly involved with.
But if you donate money through the K Club, it goes to university.
Todd Shadowin goes to UK, takes the money that he absorbed from us, and negotiates deals on our seats and everything else we do.
Okay. All right.
So if somebody in the UK has all the NIL people go out and bring the money, they'll put it in the package. Then somebody UK that's in between UK.
Yep.
And they will distribute the money. They will distribute the money to the players equally, because if that's the case, the people still should have the right to. They still should have the right to negotiate for players individually as well.
So why can't the university roll in the K Club into the NIL?
K Club got a hard time getting their money, but I'm curious to see what else you're gonna say.
No, because
K Club, right? No, you talking about, and K Fund is the people who pay into all the games. K Club is us, former players.
Okay, I'm sorry, the K Fund then.
Okay, yeah.
So the K Fund is distributed through the athletic department, right? So I donate to the K Fund. That K Fund is allocated to all athletics. I don't know where my money's going to, right?
Right.
All right. So why? Yeah, I'm sorry. K Club is former players. If we have a K Fund, right? Why can't the K Fund be affiliated with NIL? And here's why I'm saying this. Because I can understand from a university standpoint, I don't want an NIL because then I'm potentially losing the K Fund that's helping me with my athletic department, right? So,
See my Kevin Hart emoji?
so why can't the K Fund and NIL work hand in hand and say a percentage of whatever goes to K Fund, the percentage goes to the players, and we will get more damn money. We will get if I'm gonna say this, if I wasn't a former athlete and I done a lot for the university done a lot for me, right? If I wasn't a player, I would want my money, my hard-earned money, to go to the players and to the university. So if I give $10, why can't it be split?
He's okay. So Bush Hamden Burner saying they can't be affiliated with the university, which I'm not. That's why I didn't want to go that direction from the beginning. I didn't know if that was true or not, but I'm saying they can still subcontract these people. So how can you can't subcontract these people?
I don't know.
Isn't there a legal department? Isn't there a legal something between the money and the person? It's out of our hands. It's out of our hands. So we go back to the original subject.
Anthony, this goes back to what I've said.
We just don't want to do it. We too behind time. We had the oldest damn recruiting room in the nation.
Thank you. This goes back to what I've said a few weeks ago, a few years ago, in season 1, and all that stuff. Is our fans, and I say all the time, we have some of the best fans because of what they have gone through. Our fans don't truly understand what the big boy fans do.
Yeah.
They truly don't. We had, I think, USM Cat fan complained about, I buy tickets and this and cost X amount of money. I totally get it. You are right. I'm not in your pockets counting your money and saying you should do this. All I'm saying is there's universities, and I know LSU specifically. These fans are doing that and extra. And we have fans that are complaining about doing the extra because I bought season tickets. I do this, and that. Totally granted. There are fans in this conference that are doing all that you're doing and still racking up bands.
But that's really not on the. I guess it is on the fan base in the sense, but hold on. It's on the fan base in the sense. I'm telling you, if you bring that all together, if you bring that all into one place where they can actually understand what's going on, I think you missed my original point. You donate to this person. This person comes to you to donate.
Right.
So if I donate to this person, if you donate to a K Fund, and then somebody else comes to you, that's going to UK Athletics. Is that paying Rachel Lawson's salary, or is that paying her players? Obviously, the university ain't paying players NIL, but so I just ding ding ding. I just came up on it, and I'm surprised you ain't come up on it earlier. What I just said, because the university can't be involved. Whatever money goes to NIL is coming out of where? K Fund. You either paying the program to be better, or you paying the players to be better.
That's the
now. There may be people that can do both. Hold on, and like you said, I want to say this really quick. Like you said, you know what it reminds me of? The first time you go to the club, and say you're a college athlete, say you're a professional athlete, and here come Orlando Pace from the back line. Hey, well, hold on, gentlemen, we're not letting anybody else in. Here come Orlando Pace. All right, man. Come on through.
Right.
Y'all just said I'm an NFL player, and I'm standing behind, and I'm standing in the front, or thinking I'm supposed to be in front of the regular civilians.
Yeah, man.
That ain't my fight to fight, man. But I know at the end of the day, that's going to be if we continue to rise or we start falling from this point. That's why I keep bringing it up. And I told y'all asses this 2 years ago. Not for good.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's no, you're right. you need to have one entity. So
Right.
if you want to have, you just said it. You got athletic program funds, you got player funds, families, donators, the Crafts family, the when Nutter was paused, when Nutter was giving money to the facility, his family,
RJ Corman, I don't know if they still deal with us.
yeah, whomever, right?
Yeah.
You got athletics and you got players, and keep it that simple. But don't have K Fund, I don't know, UK Athletics, whatever. Have K Fund that funds the athletic department, and I as a donator or a fan can say, okay, whoo boy, I only have $1,000 to give. I'm gonna give 800 to the players and 200 to the athletic program. At least now I know where my money's going. And I'm not, like you said, having, well, NIL 15 asked me for money. Oh, I got $800. Here you go. But then somebody else said, oh, I don't have no more money because I just gave it to them. You can't come now ask me for more money. I don't have $800 more.
There's somebody out there. There's somebody out there that can throw Mark Stoops $2 million. I'm not saying you should. I am definitely not saying you. I'm not Mark Stoops. Not Mark Stoops. The athletic. I mean the NIL side of football. NIL side of football. Because I understand the whole plight. Like, man, like everybody, even I complain about paying my players' dues. But I'm saying we the lowest tickets in the market. Everything is low. And so if we gonna pay, so if you had a choice, man, to pay K Fund and NIL, which one you gonna pay? So say you had, I know I ain't gonna dig into your pocket. So we just gonna say you had $100. Are you gonna split? You gonna get 150 and 150, which still keeps the NIL low. And I don't know what. I mean, that's just paying for the funding of that. Which one will you pay? And I'm saying, you as a player, we having this argument. This is what you got people thinking about. Who wants to see a winning product? Is why they so loud about Cal. Why they wanted Kyra Elsie gone. Why they wanted Nick Mingione gone 2 years ago. So, but like you said, they don't realize in the SEC the money y'all spending really ain't nothing. But in this program, it's enough to make change if they don't see change.
I'm going. I'm just off the top of my head. What I would do is 1 year I go K Fund, 1 year I go player. So every other, I would split the years up. If you win
K Fund this year, so if you win K Fund the upcoming year, that means, and you win players next year, Deion Walker don't get none of that 100. But I understand what you're saying. I mean, that sounds like, so what's the difference between you giving 50-50? Ain't that the same thing? But you giving everybody some both years.
I'm feeling like that. If I had $1 million, then
or would you pay? Hold on. This is perfect. This is a perfect lead in, and this is not where I was anticipating going. Or would you give it to if it was Deion Walker? If we had a bunch of talent.
Ooh, now that's a different question.
Now would that sway your?
Oh yeah. If I knew my money, if for example, right, we got Deion Walker, right, and we know Deion Walker is leaving next year, but we got a stud,
right,
from Michigan again, who Coach Stoops comes on his telethon and says, we got player B. We need to raise $100,000. He's here. I don't like it, but then I would probably give it to that player.
Okay.
All right. But the problem with that though, boy, see now my brain is working too fast. Is I gotta have a guarantee that he's coming though.
You said you have to or you don't have to?
I have to have a guarantee that my money's going to him.
Well, that's gonna be you say your little money. That's why the big hat's supposed to come in for the guarantee.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it's a hell of a plight. So when we sit up here and fans, I want y'all to understand when we sit up here barking, this is why I'm having this segment. I'm letting y'all know I'm not barking at none of y'all. I'm barking at y'all about the way y'all talk to people, but I'm not asking y'all to throw the money because I understand we got bills to pay. Are you gonna put out the product we want? Are we gonna lose in the first round of the tournament? Are our players gonna sit out of the bowl game that I'm planning to take my family on a vacation with? It's a whole lot to go into it, but I know some UK staff and people watching. I'm not talking about Anwar when I say UK staff, because it's stuff that gets said that I know somebody done watch the locker and we ain't nobody. And you can't take us off the air, damn it. Yeah. Anyways, we back to the what? No, because you can't want to win just as much as we do. We just got to find a happy medium. But the K-Fund, them people got jobs. They got jobs. Like K-Fund people have jobs. They'll call you all, text you, call you, email you. They do all that stuff all the time. Ty Shadow want to call you. He do all that all the time. And that's the K Club. I know they ain't really got nothing to do with that, but
yeah, I just don't understand.
We're gonna take the product we got, or we're gonna have to dig into our pockets a little deeper. And if you don't want to dig into the pockets a little deep, you gotta, and I think that's what Mark Stoops was saying. And I was on his ass when he said it. I think he's saying, unless you give me the talent that we can just run through Georgia, we can line up with Georgia for 4 quarters, fine. But if we don't have that, then we doing the best we can when y'all was only winning 5 and 6 games a couple years ago. So if to us to get to that level, you got to pony up. We go ahead.
Yeah. All right. The NCAA and or the SEC conference, they have to, man. We got to go to free agency, man. This has got to be straight free agency. We can't be. We got to have a salary cap. We got to have. We already got roster limitations, so we got roster limitations. We need a salary cap, and if you have a salary cap, then there's a little more control on the funds. And I think
my ears keep talking.
I think if we have a salary cap and the SEC conference gives us what, $50 million a year for being in the conference, 60 million, whatever it is. So you got 60 million from the conference. And now we're going to add another 60, not 60, that's a lot of money. Another what, Anthony? 10 for NIL?
10? What are you talking about? All sports? You saying football?
I'm saying football.
I ain't thinking that high, but go ahead.
Oh, you ain't thinking 10 mil for 85 players? 85 scholarship players.
I'm trying to figure out where we're getting the funding from.
That's what. Well, so
you saying what we gonna need?
Yeah, I'm just throwing out a number. So you got
hold on. So we're gonna break it down like this, just so everybody can understand, and maybe me and you don't understand as well. I'm thinking you're gonna need, if you got a pro level player, 200,000 or 300,000.
Oh, that little. Oh,
yeah. I'm saying here. No, this is where me and you ain't on the same thinking. If you want to keep a player 200,000 or 300,000, and I'm going to be candid on this. I believe Justin Rogers left for asking 80. But all these numbers, any numbers you read ain't realistic numbers.
Right.
Those are just hypothetical based off of this, that. I'm saying, so Van, if you want to go to Georgia, you got to count on a lot of other things. And if you got a number one player, we probably ain't gonna get the number one player out of Georgia, same way we ain't going to the number one player out of Ohio.
Right.
Not because we can't, but just because they are state-grown kids, the same way we got Tim Couch. Right. So that's when you start getting up into the 5. I don't even think people make that much. I think the numbers are so skewed, everybody jacked up. So you could be money laundering like hell right now because nobody knows what the numbers is. Right. And you talking about players making 800,000 and players probably only making 2 or 3. What all I'm hearing is players making 2 or 3 is a good day for them. And anybody on this screen right now, if you making 200,000 or 300,000 a year, put your hand up.
Anthony,
and you anticipating on going to the NFL.
This is what I'm saying, right? If you have free agency, right, the market drives the money, right? Who's the best quarterback right now? I don't know who he is. Who is it?
In college?
Yeah. let's say it's Shedeur Sanders. I know it's not him, but he's top 3 probably. All right. Let's say he's the top quarterback in college football right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
He sets the market. Here's the deal. Colorado says we're gonna pay him $200,000. Ain't no quarterback gonna make over him, right? Because he's the top dude, right?
Right.
So now that slots everybody in a spot that they should be. So now you got tiers. If I'm a tier 1 quarterback, I'm expecting $200,000. If I'm a tier 2 quarterback, I'm expecting $125 or $150. That makes the market more sane. It makes the market more easy for a coach or NIL to navigate. Because now I know Coach Stoops said, you know what, y'all, we don't need tier 1. Just give us a tier 2. So that's 150. We're gonna have to pay at least 150.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Give me a little bit more money. We're gonna give us some dudes. We're gonna win more games. But if we're only one line deep. I'll say this. Marvin Harrison went to the NFL. They said Marvin Harris is supposed to make $3 million or something. But do you remember 2 years ago Ryan Day saying, "Well, a quarterback goes for $3 million"?
Yeah.
So who's Ohio State's quarterback? I don't even know. I don't know. You may know because I know you keep. So I'm saying, but you telling me y'all was gonna offer Marvin Harrison $1.8 million, but quarterbacks go for $3 million, and Marvin Harrison left $1 million. Y'all probably wasn't even offering Marvin Harrison $1.8 million. Now Ohio State probably got the money to do it just because they alumni association is so big. They alumni association is huge.
This is the other thing, right? Your contract was it 1.8 over 3 years, 1.8 over 2 years, 1.8 was it 1.8 for 1?
I don't think they do. I don't know. I thought they was all renewable.
Hold
on. Okay, so what I think, honestly, this is what I think it is, man. From what I've understood from talking to people, and there's people chiming in on here that knows this stuff because they got people in the athletic department. But what I understand it is a monthly stipend. So if you get $77,000, then you're gonna equate that around 80 and 90. So if you get 10,000, you equate that. I don't think but it's renewed yearly. So at the end of the year, you got to renew that. I don't know if it's a number off the rip. Nobody. This is one thing I want everybody to understand. Nobody has a number. There's not a number out there.
Right.
Now the players probably know how much they get, and I believe the players are probably getting paid monthly, as I was told. That is not even a contract as far as you to know, because, well, I guess after a year you got to keep getting it. I mean, not after a year. After a year, they can decide to take it away. Is why Justin Rogers decided he wanted to go see if he couldn't get more money instead of stay here and play somewhere where he can. Did he end up somewhere?
Yeah, I think he got drafted in the 6th or 7th round.
Okay.
Justin Rogers.
We got about 20 minutes because it's birthday. Shouty. No, so I did want to get to a little bit about so I don't know if you got a chance. I haven't. I told you I've been dealing with my budget all day trying to get that in. That's why I'm so thrown back on the running back out of Cleveland Heights. Or we can talk about basketball. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Everybody's talking about basketball, man. Let me pull this up. Let me see where Justin Rogers got drafted. Then I'll pull up. I'm gonna say this about Marquise. Remember how we have gone through this thing, and we look at highlight films, and these kids just don't. He went in the 7th round to Dallas. Justin Rogers. How these kids highlight film is horrible. No, like, dude, if you a dude, your highlight film should be all touchdowns.
Yeah.
If you showing,
you shouldn't go too many clips without you going to the crib.
Yeah. If you ain't you doing something nasty and you have to stop and you shook, then someone come. Okay, maybe you put that at the end of your highlight film, though. If you got some crazy moves and you run across the field, okay, I'll let you have 1 or 2 of those. But if all your plays as a defensive player, as a cornerback, you better have interceptions or forced fumbles or big ass hits. We ain't need you made a good tackle. No. You need different maker plays. So I'm gonna share this. So at least I can say that when I pull this guy's tape up, at least he showed us something, right? Is this full screen? Yeah. First play, Krizak. I don't know how good he is, right? But at least I'm like, okay, he can take it to the house.
He's not just from Cleveland Heights. He played from Cleveland Heights. Black and gold in Cleveland Heights. If y'all don't know, that's what Travis Kelce and them went to. They was the only Caucasians in the school, as far as I know. Oh, I didn't. Oh, man. Hey, man. You see any on the field right now?
Create his highlight film?
No, I said you see any Caucasians on the field right now?
Nah, I don't see one. Whoever
that has nothing to do with that. I'm just letting you know that's where Travis Kelce came from.
Right. It's about time because I'm sick of these 2 yards in a cloud of dust, and then you expect me to say, "Oh, you're a good running back."
Yeah.
If you ain't got how many touchdowns you gonna have your senior year? 20?
Me or us? Me?
Yeah.
Nah, I think in the first 3 games I had 12.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So at least now you know you got 12 plays. I got 12. I got 12 highlight plays, right?
Right.
Off rip.
Yeah.
So at least his first 5, and now he's showing that he can catch the ball. Now that ain't gonna be a touchdown all the time, right? But if I'm a running back, I want to see this.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to see no 3 yards. I want to see you take it to the house.
Oh, that's Solon. That was our rival in high school. That's where Kim Herring went to high school at, the Solon Commodores. So yeah, we're in my stomping ground. Now they're back in Cleveland. I ain't gonna go out there.
So every run this dude had on this junior highlight film was what, Anthony? To the crib.
Yeah.
So
how long is the film?
Oh, you got another minute. I can stop it.
No, I'm saying what's the number? The whole number, total number.
He had 3 minutes and 18 seconds.
Okay.
So
yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I don't know how good he is. He seemed like he had some breakaway speed. He seems a little bit bigger than what I thought he would be. He got some height on him. We will see once he come here because I'm gonna tell you something. I thought Wilcox was gonna be that dude. He don't look like he gonna see the field.
Well, he ain't no Van House.
So if you know, you know.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? At least I can say when I watch this film, I'm entertained.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, so people was asking me though. So does that bring question to you on what's really going on in that running back room? Like you said, you got Chip gonna do what he's supposed to do, Demi. Then, like you said, we got people who can't do what they're supposed to do off the field and whatnot. Now you got Jason Patterson, who's a freshman.
Right. You know, and you know in the running back room, you need 3. You know that.
How many went down in the first 2 weeks last year? Not this year, the past year. Jefferson,
C-Rod.
We was down to
our third back.
Was that down to smoke 3 years ago? Because I thought
Boone. No, that was Ole Miss. That was 2 years ago. We was down to smoke.
So when was not Boone Smoke? So when was Smoke starting?
2 years ago.
Oh, okay, that's right then. All right.
Yeah, it was down to Smoke and Wright. Remember?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I said Boom. I meant Smoke. Yeah.
Why somebody says Van der Man name is nobody? That ain't good.
Nobody.
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 No. So I'm encouraged. The running back position, as you know, we have done a great job.
Though. That's one of Bush's staples. So we gotta have it. He a 50-50 man, but
yes,
the leverage is on the run by pulling everything else out. Like you just said on plenty of breakdowns. Hey, if we get out there and you ain't getting nothing, if our front 4 or 5 is controlling your stretch looks or your zone looks, now you looking at 6 people back here in coverage because we ain't got to come up.
Right.
So we do got to establish that, man.
Everybody has to establish the run. Everybody talks about Kansas City. When Kansas City got that running game going with Hilaire and then Eric Pacheco, it makes Patty Mahomes' job so much easier. When they didn't have a running game is when they didn't play well. You not saying you got to have a running game that's just smash mouthing people and putting up 300 yards a game. No, but you have to have a run game that the opponent respects and has to allocate certain players to the run game. Because when you allocate certain players, now you got one-on-one with Kelsey, you got one-on-one with Miko, you got one-on-one battles on the outside that you hope that your guys win. If you don't, then the game becomes harder for the passer.
There you go. D double from my offensive lineman. He already know what it is. I want to ask you this though, man. And I do appreciate everybody for watching. And I just want Big Blue Nation just take a pause and give an applause to everybody else who's watching. Because I think at times people always talk to me about Kentucky. I gotta look at the percentages. It might be 75-25 of Ohio people watching because of, and being D double was Michigan fans. I want to become a Kentucky fan because Van Hiles. I came and seen Van Hiles and that old child.
Stop capping, man.
Under Stoops. I mean, under Smith.
Stop, man. Stop.
No, but there's a lot of these people y'all saying if you don't normally see them on other chats, them are Ohio people supporting the podcast. So when people act like we want to hear Kentucky talk, man, but we do, and they do appreciate the Kentucky talk because they whatever it is. So I just want to pay them a little homage. The quarterback position, Van, I'm gonna tell you this.
Quarterback. QB. The most important position on the field. Okay, I'm listening.
Yeah, I guess it is. Center, I guess a center don't matter. You can play without a center, I guess. But I digress. If you want to be a smart ass. How so? You solid? We good to go?
On Brock?
At quarterback, I didn't say who. I'm not saying who. So Brock's gonna be the starting quarterback.
As far as I've heard,
nah.
That's all, Anthony. That's all I can do. I'm not privy to come to practice. I'm 12 hours away. From the highlights I've seen, for the little clips that either Kentucky football or KSR or whoever, the other broadcast company, whatever they put out, that's all I see.
On 3.
So,
On 3?
Yeah, maybe. So that's all. If they show highlights, that's all I see. I can only see them on Twitter. That's all I browse through. So from what I see, it's promising. From what I hear, it's promising. Other than that, I can't tell you.
So the little highlights you're saying was like, oh, have you seen any deep ball? Have you seen some dip or deep ball?
Yeah. Well, now what you call deep balls? Pause. What do you call? I've seen some balls.
I'm getting off here.
I've seen some passes.
You've been in the locker room. I'm sure you have.
I've seen some passes thrown over 20 yards. Yes. As a DB, anything over 25 yards is a deep throw. So
I'm saying was getting there, like you. Oh, no, so I'm gonna say this really quick before we even go back to that subject. Then we're gonna get by the end of this conversation, we out of here. So whatever conversation you debate, because honestly, I do have to get off. But I did say, so I did want to say this. The same thing we said about Devin Leary. And somebody asked me about, and were you surprised Devin Leary got drafted?
Ooh.
I was surprised. And you know what I said next? Ding, ding, ding. Maybe you and I weren't too far off. Maybe what we saw did not translate to what they were doing at Kentucky. Why would you draft him? He could have won free agent. Any team got to get him. No, you ain't want him going to another team. Now here's the other thing. He was drafted to the Ravens, where your offense is going to have to be completely different than Lamar's.
Now, it's Josh Johnson, who's the backup.
I know this. You play defense. I know when we played the Falcons, I had to play Mike Vick. I just took snaps. I wasn't even supposed to throw the ball. I was just supposed to scatter around, not let him touch me. And you think I let him touch me? Leonard Little was mad as hell. Bitch, stop running all this around. Man, what you think Vic gonna do? I ain't Vic, man. So you got a problem. Right. But no, so that on that aspect, who do you have on your roster that can give you a good look? So, like you said, you don't just waste money in the NFL like that.
No.
Like, he's going to be a great scout team where he can show you what all the other quarterbacks in the league do. Joe Burrow. I don't know who's going to be Cleveland's quarterback. You never know from week to week. But right. And you don't know who the Steelers quarterback going to be. But you do. The fact that he got picked up, it told me that he might be who we thought he was. This offense just may not have translated for him, or it might not have just been enough time. With that 20-hour practice rule, 20 hours.
Anthony, what did I say about Will Levis at the end of his reign here? I said the NFL might be a better situation for him because it simplifies things.
Yeah,
I don't think people understand how the NFL is complex, but it's also for a quarterback, it's become simple. Because you know why? Whatever team you go to, organization you go to, they got a number one receiver who they're paying millions and millions of dollars for. Guess what you do? You get the fucking ball of the number one receiver. It's pretty simple. You get the damn ball to the number one receiver. Will Levis, get the damn ball to D-Hop. Patrick Mahomes, get the damn ball nowadays, get the ball to Travis Kelce.
Right.
The guy at Tua, get a ball to Cheetah. It's the game simplifies when you get to the next level because you have roles that people play, and they are honest roles. So I think for Devin, I don't think, I said it here many times this season, him and Liam did not see the same thing. Their visions were polar opposite. Liam was 2020. Devin was 15-13. And Liam didn't adjust whatever those things you put when you go to the doctor, those little click, click, click. He didn't adjust it to get him to 2020 because Liam's seeing things a certain way and he expecting you to see it that way. And Devin never got to that point. And that's why I don't think he played up to the level that people thought he was going to play. And I think this is why Bush Hamdan is going to have a little more success because he's a true college coach. You know this. But we're getting late. I'm going to quit. Mike Martz.
We got 5 minutes and we gone.
Mike Martz, you either run this shit or I'll find somebody else to run it. That's the NFL. It ain't no black. Ain't no gray. It's black and white. Either you're gonna run my shit because there's no checks, there's no hot routes. You're gonna run my shit, or I'll find somebody to run it. That's the NFL. And I think Liam, he wasn't Mike Martz level, but he was closer to Mike Martz than what Bush Hamdan's gonna do.
I was you might be right because I was gonna follow up with this. And for those who don't know, Mike Martz was the offensive coordinator of the what is it called? The Greatest Show on Turf. Yeah, Greatest Show on Turf. And the St. Louis Rams.
And head coach.
Huh?
And he became the head coach.
Really?
Mm-hmm. After Dick Vermeil left?
Oh, right. So yeah, that's what I meant as well. I never played under him as a OC. No. I played him under as a head coach, and he just ran. Randy Sanders, I think, was the offensive coordinator then.
Yes. I love Randy Sanders.
I was going to ask you this. You said about Leary and Levis. And this is what's crazy as hell that you said that. I've been thinking this all along the whole time you was talking. Levis and Leary have opposite skill sets. What was my knock on Levis? Can't throw intermediate over the middle. All he wanted to do is suck that boy. And I like you said, so that makes sense. I think Leary can make all the throws. I don't think he had the arm strength that Levis had.
Oh hell
he got
no!
that to sit on. But I'm talking about show me where somebody gonna be in 3 steps. I'm getting it there. And all the throws where I think Levis had to be like, man, hold on, let me see if he's gonna get behind the safety. Because as you know, as a corner, you don't only cover for no 2 seconds. And I say 2 seconds, and y'all act like 2 seconds. 2 seconds. And you turned your hips. Now the ball ain't came yet. So what do you do when the ball ain't came in 2 seconds? If you're gonna keep running full speed 2 seconds later,
it's too far.
Right. Now, here it comes. Hold on, where we at? Okay, we got 2 minutes left. Any chance we go after Wimsatt? No, bro. This being UK, we could. Because we don't take nobody off our chart. After we went after you once, we don't take you off the chart. I don't know how well he did there, and they threw him in early. Like he left mid-season and went to Rutgers early.
What is Wimsatt's value?
We got to see what wants to do.
Because how many years would he have left? 2?
He should have 3. He won in the middle of last year, right? I think he won in the middle of last year.
I thought he won in the middle a couple of years ago.
He won in the middle of the year before and enrolled. Well, why would you go enroll in the middle of the year if you can't play?
Let me see. Because here's why
that makes more sense.
Here's why it makes no sense to me, Anthony. All right. You just brought Cutter Bowley here. And you got Stone Saunders coming the year after.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Why won't this scroll down? Huh? No, man, that ain't right.
What they say, he got 4 years?
They got him as a senior.
In high school, probably. You looking at?
No, I'm looking at Rutgers. Rutgers. His freshman year was 2021.
Wow.
They say he played in 4 games. Well, that could have been he can redshirt though. So he 2021.
Yeah. He enrolled in 21. He enrolled in 21.
So this year will be his senior year with a redshirt possibility.
We can't do nothing with him then.
That's what I don't see the. And why would he come to Kentucky? I'm a senior. Okay, mama.
Oh, shout out, man, to my old lady, man.
He's a senior. Why we come here to be a backup?
I guess that's what it was asking. Would he have an opportunity? But I don't think at the tempo pace that the no huddle that Bush wants to run, I don't think he will. He wouldn't be a fitter. It ain't no.
All right,
he can find somewhere who runs a.
Anthony, what if we said on this show ad nauseum? I know it'd be different. If you are a player and a freshman comes in and it's jumped above you, you're done, right? So this guy, Gavin, started all the games last year. They brought in the OC. The OC brought his guy with them, and now he's not the starter.
Right.
He's not the starter at Rutgers. If he wasn't a starter at Alabama, wasn't a starter at LSU, he was started at LSU, and then he started at Georgia, and they brought another quarterback, or he started at Ohio State, and they brought the new OC brought a quarterback. Okay, maybe we'll bring you here because you play at those two schools. You probably ended the season 11-1, 10-2. You won some games under your belt. Not from Rutgers, dude. I'm sorry.
He was a 4-star quarterback, number 3 in Kentucky. So yeah, but I'm with they had him evaluated coming out at a 4th to 7th rounder. I guess that's not the case anymore, but yeah.
No way, Ant. What was Rutgers?
He could have 2 years actually, man.
No, he has a redshirt year.
Yeah, I'm saying they could issue him a red shirt year.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he has 2 because that freshman he only played in 4 games, so that should be his redshirt year, right?
Yeah.
Can you play in 4 games, or you can't play in?
You can play in up to 4 games.
You can play up to 4. Okay, yeah. So that year's a redshirt year. So he's a freshman, sophomore. He'll be a junior this. Yes. So he has 2 years. But then Anthony, why would you bring him in when you got Cutter Boley and you're bringing in Stone Saunders?
Oh, it's not the type of offense. I think they were asking. Was this his type of style? Like we needed somebody because we all the people we got are gunslingers, are people who releasing the ball, not gunslingers, but people releasing the ball out of their hands. So we need to change because everybody wants to run RPN. So you know it's crazy. You said this, and we getting out of here, man. It ain't your birthday.
Yeah, right.
When you said this a couple years back that when everybody want RPOs, how everybody want RPOs, and we RPO'd ourselves to death, and Eddie Graham was balling. Now they want to pass it. Now we got a whole room full of passes. Now they want RPOs, and I respect the Hatfields. So I know they're not asking that; they're just asking our opinion. Would he be a fit here? And
I would say no.
Fit here.
Yeah, I say no.
That's where I think we at. We appreciate y'all for one more week.
Hey, y'all need to thank Anthony for coming on the show on his birthday because he didn't have to do that. So appreciate you coming on, man, and gracing us with your presence on your born day.
Nah, what you need to do is go on my friends' timelines that you think are friends of mine and let them know that I'm in condition to come on the show. Is why I came where I came. I wasn't coming on, so I didn't think I was going to be in condition, but they didn't bother me, gratefully or whatever, however they did it. So you go on their show, you go on their timeline and let them know we blame you for Anthony being on the show. But we're going to be back. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share, follow Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, X, Facebook, LinkedIn, all that. We are on LinkedIn. So tell your people to follow on LinkedIn if they don't have any of those, because I know professionals don't keep up with some of those. And we'll be back next week. We appreciate y'all.